Oh, I'm back on the Vivid Sunset Glow with 2 notches down and 2 notches up and 2 notches, so 2 notches right, 2 notches up, so it's slightly different. And we got some Whittigre, and that looks perfect in the monitor, so it's probably a little bit bright. Colour check on these things look almost perfect. A little bit, oh yeah, almost perfect actually in this spot, yes. So you're probably saying, oh, you should have been doing this all along, so maybe that's what it is. In the middle of winter, it's just 2 notches over and 2 notches down. I'm just making sure I got my cardigan and everything and colour check on this, and in the monitor it looks alright, so, and then we can check with the Epacris impressor. Reasonable. It's a little bit bluer, it's slightly more magenta, but then again, you know, that's perfect in the monitor. That's 1:1 there for that. So for the oranges and the reds, so that probably means it's a little bit light, because we find that things, when they're a bit dark in the monitor, they're almost perfect on screen. But then that could be what you have the setting on the TV, because I'm tending to sometimes go to movie function on the well, there's the evergreen swamp vegetation there, and we're coming down. They said we're just coming down to see if there's anything at the bottom here, you know, working on the idea or the principle that you know, if it does dry off, it's going to dry off downwards, I would have thought, because water doesn't flow uphill. So our idea that it might actually hang on around the spring head may be totally factitious and wrong, incorrect. And well, this will be good. This is the oh Jesus, and that one there usually has that sort of slightly glaucous colour. Then it doesn't seem to have it quite at this moment, sort of thing. So yeah, okay. Hibertia, that's it, Hibertia. That has almost a fluorescent yellow, you know. So that'd be a good check for the camera. And this is getting quite luscious in parts. So, and the air temperature is quite cool. It's it feels like 20 degrees. I think, you know, slightly warmer than 19. Feels that way, and there's a little bit of a breeze flowing now, so, and we're getting into some of this sort of, I'm going to put my can back in my pocket, it's just fallen out. Yeah, Aussie, oh no, there goes my, Aussies don't litter, you know, that's the one thing you can count on. A true Aussie doesn't litter. If you litter, you're not a true Aussie, basically. Okay, a few glids hanging on there. Maybe this little square spot focus might actually come in handy now, but, well, there's a little cute one, jeez. He's got to grow and flower in the next basically 3 weeks, I would say, because we're right at the end of September now. Yeah. I mean, if the Ides of a month is in the middle, what do you call the beginning and the ends, you know? The beginnings and the ends, Rich, that's what you call them. Do they have a special term? You know, the waxing and the waning of the moon, I suppose you could. Okay, oh, a little bit of blackberry there, but Jesus, it's not going rampant, so that's very interesting. So have they had a good old jolly Robbie Burns down here, or is there something natural going on here that we ought to know about, you know, something that naturally keeps blackberry at bay? God forbid we find out that it's sundews can actually keep these things under control. But it's very nice down here anyway. It's a nice, in quotes, glade. Is that what you want to call it? Well, yeah, it does look, doesn't it? It looks like it's struggling. The blackberry here looks like it's, you know, it's here, but it's not going rampant. Whether it has come back from a bushfire, but no, I wouldn't have thought so with the evergreen swamp vegetation being like that there. So, oh, we've got a bit of water here. And we've got 5 minutes on the card, so shall Shall we start another clip or try another setting? I don't know. We'll just carry on for the full 10 minutes and that'll be it, I think. We could either cross over or we could just go further down. Maybe there is banana here, it just comes back when we have a total bushfire here, but it's just not dry enough to really even start one here, is it? So why is the blackberry so, under control, I would say? Interesting. Because there's not too much evidence of, I can't see much of, burnt limbs with charcoal on them. And I don't think you're going to get a bulldozer or something down this thing. Sorry, did I move the camera too fast? But, these sort of slopes, and the only way to control it would be with, fire stick farming sort of thing. Wooden. Yeah. Unless they got some super duper poison or some sort of parasitic wasp or something, I don't know. Some little beastie they release out here that just chews all the flowers up, so that wouldn't stop it from growing, would it? Yeah. Just stop it from spreading to a certain extent. Yeah. Something that just loves the taste of blackberry in the morning, I don't know, but it looks a bit strange, Normally you go to places where if there is blackberry there, it's just massive, it's sort of everywhere, sort of thing. This is a bit disconcerting. Because unless it's just like a lesser blackberry, it's a poor man's blackberry. It just hasn't got the gut. It's like it's some genetic paucity. It just hasn't got the. It's got very poor mitochondria or something. I don't know. It's just it's a fat blackberry. It just hasn't got the energy to even grow up the hillside like you would expect it to. Okay, yeah, I know I'm having a bit of a joke, but it is interesting that it is in, it's not, it's not thick and lush and interesting because someone who studies blackberry might be interested with that, saying that is interesting. It's got a water supply and it's not going gangbusters. It's got its own bloody water supply and it's not, 12 feet high, 30 feet across, and what's going on? Is there some sort of allopathy going on with one of these bushes in there and we've just never noticed it before? And it's that particular bush that does the work. Maybe it's the evergreen swamp vegetation, you don't know. There does seem to be very little of it around the evergreen swamp vegetation. But anyway, I think we're coming to the end here. 2 minutes 30 on the card. I think we've had a good run today. It's just back up to the ridge line and back to the car, I would say. So, I reckon it's going to take me about 10 minutes to get back up there. 10 to 15 minutes. And then it's going to take me another 10 to 15 minutes to walk along the ridge line, I reckon, back to the car. Do you want me to film it, fellas? I know Giddy wants the full smeg, but I'm running out of cars very rapidly. Maybe we'll do it next year when we're in 4K or something, and we've learned all the extra mistakes we've made along the way. You press that one button on the back of the camera and suddenly you're just blown away out your seat. Oh, that's what I was doing wrong. Something they never told you in the instruction booklet. So these are really hanging on quite well. Look at that one. It's got something in. I'll try and get close in there. Got something in the trap there. If I can get round it, you might be able to get a close-up and find out what it is. Take a screenshot. I don't know. Something in there. I don't think I need a bit of litage on the front of the camera, I reckon. A strap-on light. A strap-on lightsaber, yeah. Anyway, if you don't hear from me until then, hopefully episode 7 is going to go well. I think it is. I reckon there's going to be lines all around the cinema, just like back in 1977. I reckon it's going to be like that. you won't be able to get a. You're going to have pre-orders of tickets, and they're all going to sell out one after the other, and it's just going to go gangbusters. That's I reckon it's the Star Wars you've always wanted to have, sort of thing, you know. Everyone will be saying prequels. Prequel what? What are prequels? You know. I quite like the prequels myself, you know, but you know, I'm a sci-fi generalist sort of thing. I mean, I'm not sort of a strict Star Wars nerd sort of thing, but oh, these are looking good. It's 16 or 15 seconds on the card. A good way to end, I suppose. Another one up there. Any others around? So that's not bad for. Oh, there's another one up here for